Murder mystery in a Star Wars game. Alright, here's the corpse. Woman looks dead, but there's no sign of what killed her. Old age. That could always be a thing. Oh, plasma torch. I'm sorry. You're dead. Zombie. Look, she moves like a zombie.
Find what you're looking for amongst the dead.
I'm sorry, bitch, but you're dead.
Close to death. Yes, closer than I'd like. You have the smell of the Kotor tank about you. How do you feel?
Jesus, yeah. Can you tell which one is the evil option? The one that is super aggressive for no reason. The cold tank left me a little drained. Who are you?
I am Kreia, and I am your rescuer, as you are mine. Tell me, do you recall what happened?
Last thing I remember, I was aboard the Republic ship, the Harbinger. You know what happened to it?
Your ship was attacked.
Oh, do you know
You were
this?
the only survivor. A result of your Jedi training, no doubt.
I'm no longer a part of the Jedi Order.
Your stance, your walk tells me you are a Jedi. Your walk is heavy. You carry something that weighs you down.
That is no business of yours, bitch.
So it would seem. Keep your past and let us focus on the now.
So, what is this place?
I do not know. I was removed from the events of the world as I slept. A survey of the surroundings may provide the answers we seek. The ship we arrived in must still be in this place. We should recover it and leave.
Care to explain why you're in such a hurry?
We were attacked once, and I fear our attackers will not give up the hunt so easily. Without transport, weapons, and information, they will find us easy prey indeed.
You seem nervous. Worried. Is there something wrong?
Even as I slept, I felt much unrest here. I saw strange visions, minds colored with fear. Now, everything here feels terribly silent. I would find out as much as you can about this place quickly. I fear we will need to depart as suddenly as we arrived.
Is there anything else I should keep an eye out for?
You may wish to extend your search to some clothes, if only for proper first impressions.
Oh yeah. Jesus. Wow, what a passive-aggressive intimidation. The miners in the medbay were murdered. No, why? It's like, why is that a intimidation? Or like persuade slash intimidate, but that's whatever. Patients in the medbay were killed by lethal dose of sedatives. And is how it happened?
I do not know. Why did they spare you?
Oh, they didn't. They got same dose but survived.
Indeed, a Jedi trance could protect one from such poisons. In fact, the sedatives may have been intended to keep you unconscious for some time. It would prove lethal to those untrained in such techniques, however. Most curious.
You seem to know a lot about Jedi techniques.
And so do you. Perhaps we could discuss it at length later on. Now we have other concerns, among them finding our new enemy.
Maybe when I'll return, you'll actually answer my question.
I have found that answers come in their own time, not ours. Turn your energy to the matter at hand. If we cannot find a way out of here, the answers will prove useless anyway.
Return soon to make sure you're alright. Or just... These are like... There's no neutral option here. It's just like, fuck off or... Alright, whatever. We'll go with the first one.
To the explorations of this place. Here, I will remain and attempt to center myself.
Of course, we got light side points. Cool. So, yes, we're taking towards the light side. You met the elderly woman named Kreia, who informed you that she rescued you from the Harbinger. She said you were the only survivor on the vessel and that it had been attacked. You have no idea how you got off the Harbinger, however, nor how you got here. You need to find the ship you and Kreia arrived on, the Ebon Hawk, and escape the mining facility as soon as possible. And I got the plasma torch. Let's equip the plasma torch. Huzzah! You can always press X to... Except, you can't with this weapon? No, it's... No, hold on. Is it some other one that we get? No, it is X. I'm pretty sure you just can't do it with this weapon. We need to bash this door because it's fucking broken as shit.
Emergency lockdown is in effect. Emergency lockdown is in effect. Turbolips have been
Okay.
stalled to
And here we got a vibroblade. Let's switch to that immediately because this is actually a weapon we can use. Does more damage. Oh, this has nothing. Okay, fine. Now we can press X to do some swooshy things. Oh, robots! Now we get to combat. Now we have these three abilities: Critical Strike, Flurry, and Power Attack. Critical Strikes has a higher chance of critting. But we'll actually go to so I can get these correct. There we go. Critical Strike has a higher rate of critting, or it can crit on 19 or 20. This is the description is talking in D&D terms, which doesn't really make sense in game terms because it's all hidden numbers that they roll, quote unquote. That doesn't matter. But it has higher chance of critting, but it gives you it makes the enemy have a easier time to hit you because you get -5 defense. Flurry, you get an extra melee attack that round, meaning you do more hits, but it gives you less defense, and also a penalty to attack. But as you get to the last stage of Flurry, you get no penalties whatsoever. You just get extra melee attacks. And then Power Attack has a increased. It does more damage, but it has a penalty to hit, and it does higher crit damage. It does more damage and crit damage, but it has a lower chance to hit. So one is a higher crit chance, but it's just in the positives: higher crit chance, higher damage and crit damage, and then just more attacks. I believe I'm going to focus on Flurry because it's at the end you get or actually, yeah, right, that was the thing. You could actually go for Power Attack, because then you do increase that. Maybe that was it. Was that it? Was that what I decided that would be good? Because you do more melee damage, meaning that you get +3, so the strength that you don't get gets, you get more strength anyways, and you do more crit damage if you crit. Oh, you would do triple damage with that instead. And you get -3 to hit, but since you hit with your dexterity, you basically, and we have +2 in dexterity, we only get -1 to hit. I believe Power Attack was the thing we want to use, because then we can do some really heavy hits if we actually hit. We'll see. We'll try it out, and if it doesn't work, we'll go with like flurries instead, because yeah, we're just gonna go with just flip attacks and whatnot. Whoosh! That's some really fancy maneuvers to attack. And then we need to wait a bit until they show if we can actually loot them or not. And a mining laser, we won't be using that. That's cool that we got it. Oh shit! Jesus. Attack! What will you basically do? Just spam the attack, because you only have one attack, so you spam it in the beginning. Also, this attack seems to be doing good. Not that it matters, because these guys are really easy, so fucking anything would hit them, but still. We do have, you know, the +2 in dexterity, which negates, almost completely negates the penalty from the attack. Broken droid will give us droid reflector. Did we get a spike yet? No, we haven't. This is a door.
This is the exit, but it is sealed. Strange. In my visions, it was open.
Sorry, what? There's only silence. Try and find a way. It is odd that this emergency app hasn't opened considering the circumstances. There may be a way to open it if you could get to an access terminal. Oh, I see. A security desk. Corpse. Security tunneler. This is the part, generally, why we wanted security, because now we can actually use security on it. As these beginner lockers are noob-tastic, you don't need high security to actually open them, and therefore we don't, you know, we don't risk breaking anything, and therefore we can get all of its contents, which was iron grenades, which are pretty good, really good. Iron grenades are one of the stronger ones in the beginning, I believe. We can check the cameras. Oh, here we have 3 enemies. We have the communication blister holding cell. Oh, here's a dude in prison. Emergency hatch. Yes. Security records. Oh my fucking god. Alright, here we go. Let's see what happens.
Is this thing on? Alright, all hands, especially you, Kotor. Listen up, because I'm not gonna say this again. The next one of you Juma heads to try and smuggle a blaster, or so help me, any sort of military-grade frag weapons into my facility is gonna take a long walk out the airlock. Why? Because in case you forgot, Peragian fuel explodes at high temperatures. That's what blasted that chunk out of Peragus 2 and created this asteroid field. So if I catch any of you with anything other than sonic charges or mining lasers, I'll burn you and your contract. Security out.
Okay. Accident report log.
And according to one of the miners, it was because one of the sonic charges went off prematurely. And like before, it was one set by a mining droid. The 3 idiots were grouped so close to the charge, it might as well have been a grenade going off. The blast turned their bones to dust. The blast wrecked the internal components of the droid that set the charge, though, so we can't even dissect it to see what happened. I don't like what's going on here. Ever since that Jedi showed up, things are getting worse. It's not just Kotor and his miners, or the fights, but now the droids are acting crazy. If we don't find what's causing this, or who, this facility's gonna be space dust by the time the next Telos freighter arrives. So, you're in maintenance. Then maybe you can tell me what's going on with these droids.
Sir, I don't know. It's like their behavior cores are undergoing binary decay, but I can't find the source. This shouldn't be happening.
Well, that's reassuring. It isn't happening. So the next time we nearly have a breach in the ventilation tunnels, I could just close my eyes and pretend it's my imagination. You better give me some answers. I want to know the damage these droids can do if they start mining us instead of asteroid rock.
Sir, these droids aren't combat models. Their mining lasers are weaker and less accurate than blasters. I doubt those droids could even hit one of us.
Are you blind? What about the miners in Medbay? It's sabotage, and it started right after the commander said we weren't going to sell the Jedi to the exchange. So I want you to find out how these droids are being sabotaged. That'll tell me who's trying to clear a path to get that Jedi off the facility, and stop him. In the meantime, make sure the security's armed with all the ion and sonic charges you can find. If those droids start coming after me, I'm gonna need more than low-grade mining lasers to take them down. Clear?
Yes, sir. Maintenance control out.
Idiot.
Wow.
I installed an override switch to shut down any droids on this level, just in case someone locks me out of the administration console. As added insurance, I tied the override switch into the circuit to the holding cell door. It'll make sure it can only be opened if all droids in the level are shut down. I doubt Kotor or any of his men have the skill to pull off something like this, but I'm not taking any chances while we're sitting in the middle of this asteroid minefield. Whoever's responsible won't be able to have the droids rescue him after I lock him up. Nothing will cut through that door. He'll be trapped.
So we need to destroy or shut down all the droids if we are to open or to release that the lock thing. Oh, it's that one, yeah.
I secured the stealth field generator inside one of the footlockers in the security storage room. If I have the specs right, the interface field should be effective against the droid's sensors. All I need to do is equip the belt and some skill with stealth in order to use it. As long as I don't get too close to the droids, they shouldn't detect me. If any more droids start malfunctioning, the belt should buy me enough time to get to the override switch I set up in the communications blister console. I'd rather shut them down than destroy them. I want to find out how these droids are being sabotaged, maybe even turn them against whoever's sabotaging them.
Yeah, we can do that. That is an option. Or we destroy all of them. really, I think destroying all of them is better because you get experience. I know that you get experience from killing them. I'm not sure if you do, if you shut them down. So, might be getting robbed of experience if you do that.
There is much energy in the room beyond, yet it stems from nothing that lives.
Say,
Can you not sense them? Reach out. Cast aside your sight. Cast aside what you see, and instead reach out with your perceptions.
Robots.
Feel them. The droids you cannot perceive, but the small oscillations of energy that you can feel, echoing outwards.
Gain the passive precognition power. When the power is triggered, you should save your game. It's kind of like, oh, it's a weirdly worded one, but you know, it's whatever. It's not like you need to save it here, because it's not like it's dangerous. Bonk. You could also always just chuck in a grenade, but that's pointless.
Ah, you hear it. It is fate, but it is there.
Feels strange, like the sedatives are wearing
It is
off.
the Force, you feel.
Ooh.
It has not been so long as for you to forget.
It's like a sound, but I can't hear it. I don't know.
Turn away from it. Listen. Feel it echoing within you. I shall guide you down the familiar paths. You will need it if we are to survive and escape this place.
I have learned Force. Or remembered. Remember who you are, Simba. I don't fucking know. Unlock this chest. There we go. Built the stealth generator, some mine grenades, and medkits. And some stuff. More grenades, for example. So now also, this is one of the games that fully heals you when you level up. I saw a playthrough of some dude who was playing on higher difficulties, I believe. He did the thing where he just went through the game and used the level ups to heal in combat. It's pretty smart. Except you can't obviously get stats beforehand. So, you know, it's both positive and negative, I guess. Force sensitive and unarmed specialists. And I feel like I've definitely talked too much because my body's like, you need to yawn. You just like in your fucking, and like my throat and mouth is just like, my god, dude, shut the fuck up. And I'm like, maybe I should, I don't know. Maybe I just need to breathe in more. There we go. Okay, we got 3 points. So the more intelligence you have, the more points you will get. Now we can go with persuade. And treat injury. We don't need awareness. Go with persuade again. I want to get, you know, the maximum persuade every time. No more demolitionists or demolitions or security is needed. We only need to focus on treat injury, persuade, awareness, and like repair, I guess. If you want to. Powers. Here we go. So here's the general thing. Generally, the light side things are at the top and the dark side are at the bottom. Then there's some neutral ones strewn about everywhere. So on the light side of powers, you generally get the healing ones, which you can use as dark side as well, except healing obviously costs a shit ton more. Jesus. If you're dark side, because it's a light side power. But if you're light side, it could cost very fucking little and you can just heal yourself forever. Basically never die. But otherwise, what light side powers is it basically buffs you. Now this is also a point to why it doesn't matter that we need strength, because there are force powers that fix everything like that. You have this power that gives you bonus to defense and all saving throws, so you can get harder to hit. You have speed, which it starts at the other thing, or the other stage, that it gives you another Your movement speed is, you know, doubled, which I believe it says here as well. Or like you can move faster. You get more defense, and also you get another attack per turn, so that's cool. This one increases all your physical attributes, so your strength, dexterity, and shit. Those go up, so you can get higher plus on those by 2, and so on the last one you get all of them by 5. Meaning on this one, does it give 3? Yeah, well, like by 5, that's at least +2 to all of your attributes, and it's like, damn. So you get a bunch of bonuses for that shit. Also immunity to poison, that's cool. This one did some bullshit of protecting it. I don't know what that one was. There's also some weird, the fact is like, oh, you can absorb 6 points of energy or some bullshit, like, in up to like 20 points. But 20 points goes like that. I don't get why that even exists, but hey, whatever. Then you get Force Barrier, which is also the same. Its physical attacks goes the same, fucking 15 points of physical damage, but that also goes like that. I don't see the point. Pointless. Fucking stupid. Then you got Battle Meditation. Now you'll have heard of this if you played the first game, because there was character who had Battle Meditation, but it wasn't actually a skill, I think. No, she had it, but you couldn't get it. But here you get +2 in hit chance, damage, and will saves. And then last one you get +4 to hit, +4 to damage, +4 to will saves, and it affects the whole party. It also increases the vitality point, regeneration of the party. Like, you get a bunch of shit. Also, hold on, what is this? Okay, I don't know, but yeah, so you like the light side powers, although even though the battle meditation is universal. But you can get a bunch of buffing powers so that you can do better in combat physically as well as your force powers. And you have this, which you can use your force as health, which is point dumb for us since we're using that as our main thing. And also as light side power, if your ally happens to die, you can revive them with max strength at 10% of their health, but you know, whatever. Then you all affect mind, and then dominate mind. These works in dialogue, so you can like force them to do stuff. Then you have these, which you can deflect blaster fire and whatnot. And you have stun. These two are basically the same, except one is for droids only and one is for humans. Except this one kills droids, and this one can like stun all humans, just stand still. Stays field is pretty fucking good if you hit, because you can hit a bunch of them and they just can't move, and you can just run up to them and just fucking kill them. Then you get to dark side powers like wound, killing in the end be killed. You just fucking do a bunch of damage to them. You can do plague, so they can do damage over time. You have insanity, which can affect their saves and shit like that. Gonna pass down. We can get, you know, force push, force waves, so people fly fucking away. You have life drain, so it's just life steal ability. I don't know what the fuck this shit is. I've never used it. I'm not sure if it's useful at all. Lightsaber throw, not very good, so we're gonna ignore that. Drain force is pretty cool, because that means you use some force powers or some force points to drain force points from the enemy. Now, the enemy doesn't have to be a force user. You just basically, it's like life drain but force points. And I think they get hurt and you convert that to force, so that means you can get a bunch of force. Then you have Force Scream, which can also do a bunch of damage and also do certain stuff. Then you can control the unit, whatnot. This ability is the best fucking power in the game. No matter what you're doing, you want to get Force Storm. Force Storm is so fucking sick. It just breaks things and just enemies just die. You just use it twice and you'll have killed 20 people. So like, you're surrounded, 20 people, you're alone. Use this twice and they're dead. This is the point. If you're dark side, you get to use all the dark side powers almost for free at some point because you have so much force power and the amount that they take is so little because of the bonus. Because also, if you're dark side, then dark side powers require less force points to use, and light side powers require more, and vice versa. While neutral is just the same at all things. And so therefore, like if you're light side and force focused, then if you use Force Storm, it's still gonna not use as much because you have so much force points. But anyways, it doesn't matter. Even if you're Guardian, pick Shock and then go towards Force Storm because it's so good. Even if you're a physical fighter, use this use this power. Because you can just fight, and if there's too many, you just use that and you've injured a lot of them very fast, and just they will take a lot of damage. So we're gonna go with that because this shit works on anything. Droids, humans, it just works on anything. So we're going with that to begin with. Yes, it is amazing. Just in general. And also, fun fact with Shock as well, you can use it to just disarm... no, wait a minute. That's a lie. That's the stun for droids that you can disarm like mines, so you can explode them, kind of. Get rid of them without actually interacting with them. I was almost lying right there, saying that Shock was the thing. It wasn't. Here we can use Shock. Bonk. Doesn't do a shit ton now, but you know, it will. Also drains a lot of force powers, but that's because we have... How much do we have? 50? It's not a lot. Oops. But we shall get more. There's also another droid to my left, but I can pick this shit up anyways. Any ion grenades? No, we don't need that. I don't need to use any grenades against these. We want to kind of wait using grenades until like they're bunched up or something. Or in a tougher situation than one dude. One dude is not necessary to use anything really. So now we could go to the console and shut them down, but it's no need. Just kill them all. It's better, really. We get experience for it. Oh, you see? Now we rolled a higher number. Therefore, they died. Same goes for you. Die! Alright, fine. Oh. So far, we've like hit every time. Right, okay, good. Whew. Man, so I need to do some more talking or like whatever. I don't know. I need to do like vocal exercises. That's not really the thing. But can I open this? Okay. This is the airlock for the chip docking. Okay. Right. Now it's the other side that we can go and look at stuff. Right. Straight over there. Up there. And we can see stuff. I believe there are some droids here. I think. That's why, yeah, and that's why I wanted to go here. Fuck you! Fuck you! But also because we're consular, we get higher, I think. We get higher force regenerative powers. We can get force points back faster. Or it's just the fact that we don't have that much and it goes up, you know, pretty steadily anyways. Yeah. Probably that. Now all of them are dead. We can't open this, I'm pretty sure. You can try. I'm pretty sure, yeah.
Emergency lockdown is in effect. Turbolifts have...
Yeah, now we can shut the thing down. Unless it's already shut down. Oh yeah, it is. It's already shut down.